Hi, I'm Linda Whitworth from the Alberta Barley Commission. Today we're going to make savory butternut squash barley pilaf. This is a wonderful recipe to use all those great squashes that are in the farmers markets or in your garden in the fall. And the nice thing about a butternut squash, it's a winter squash, so it's a hardy squash and you can find them all year round in the grocery store. We're going to start by putting a little bit of oil in our pan and sauteing one butternut squash that's been cut into small pieces, a small onion, and a red pepper. We'll stir these together and let them start to caramelize, release some of that fragrant smell from our onion, and caramelize the edges of all of our vegetables. A butternut squash looks like this, and the nice thing about a butternut squash is it has very few seeds and membrane. So when you buy a squash, even when it's quite small, you get a lot of squash for your money. We'll just let this stir together for a minute or two. And then I'm going to add our barley. Barley develops a lovely nutty flavor when you caramelize it in your pot. Whenever you're making any barley dish, I recommend putting a little bit of oil in, pouring your barley in, and letting it cook for just a minute or two till it gets a light golden, because it brings out a delicious flavor in your barley. This is coming along quite well. So I can add our barley, give that a stir, and we'll let that caramelize for a minute or two. And then to make this recipe easy, we've actually used one 284 ml can of soup. I've just put it in a measuring cup today, and a half a cup of water. I like to use low sodium soups whenever possible. It helps to keep the sodium level down, and you can always adjust it by the amount of salt you add. So our barley's coming along. I have a half a teaspoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of summer savory. Just put those herbs into your hand and crush them with your thumb. It releases the oils and you get a much better flavor to your finished product. So we'll sprinkle those in, give that a quick stir so that they're well combined, and add our broth, our water, and a little bit of ground black pepper. I prefer to salt my finished product, then I know exactly how much I need when I'm serving it. Now we'll just cover this and let it simmer for about 30 minutes, stirring once halfway through the cooking time. Our barley pilaf has cooked for half an hour, and we're just going to finish it up before we serve it. We're going to add about a teaspoon of grated lemon zest. This just brings a wonderful bright finish to our pilaf. Make sure you wash your lemon so that there's no residual chemicals or anything on it. I just always think that's a good idea when you're grating any citrus fruit. Give it a little stir so that it gets mixed in, and we're going to plate our butternut squash and barley pilaf. Can't you just taste this with a nice herb roasted chicken? Join us again next time at gobarley.com. Delicious.